good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the globe. Basta kayo mga kabayan. It's Tuesday. I'm back to work now. I'm working later. I got some sleep yesterday. Thank God I got some recording. I'm back to work. It's not so bad because this weekend I'm off because it's my son's birthday. So had to do it. Thankful, grateful to my online business because even I work a lot of hours, it runs to the background. So as I said, even you have a full time career, you can have this business. You can do what same thing what we're doing. So check out our offer and see if you really this business is not for you, then it's okay as long as you see opportunity. It doesn't matter. Just like the topic today, doesn't matter if you work hard. Doesn't matter if you said you're like about you said you about retiring already. It's maybe too late. Check it out. Maybe this is for you. This is Mark. Donor for 18 years, financial district, and savvy entrepreneur. This is Dia. How's the weather in
Yeah,
UK?
good day, good afternoon, depending where you're watching me and whenever you're going to come across this video. Yeah, the weather is not too bad. It's sunny today. We always love it. Audience watching us, I still remain the Kenneth, and I'm a healthcare assistant, also a very proud digital business owner. I'm proud to be visa business owner. It gives me joy when I see myself. So you are indeed now a digital business owner. I know you too that are watching us. You soon one day be a business owner too. I just want us to watch and sit down and see what we have for you today. Some may be thinking, is it not late for me to start this business? Am I not old? What do they think I can do it? No. This is what we bring to you this morning or this afternoon, depending where you're watching us from. Starting late does not mean that you have done wrong. Indeed, it's not even a super power thing you did and you make such choice. Watch out and see how it's going to be. Jerry, what you got to say?
Well, I've got to clear one thing up, Dia. Let's get back to Mark for a second. Mark, you had mentioned something about getting back to what? You got back to what?
Back to
What
work now.
work?
I'm
Work?
back to work now. I'm going back to work
Work?
later. I only got one day off.
What is work? Oh, wait, I forgot. I retired a year ago because of the digital business, so I forgot what that word was. But anyway, so you're at work. Anyway, all right. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm coming to you from sunny South Florida, where it's a beautiful morning around 69 degrees. A perfect day for starting the day with purpose and not starting the day with shoveling snow. I'm Jerry, as Dia said, and I began my digital business journey about a year ago, just after retiring from 34 years in work. 34 years in work. And now I'm rediscovering what it means to live life on my terms. And now I'm here to help you see what's possible, as well as my other business partners on the screen. And today we're diving into something that's going to help you create more time freedom, more income, more joy in your life. We're talking about you starting an online digital business. And guess what? We don't care how old you are. 18 to 99 will do. We don't care about your career specialty because the training is provided, and we don't care where you come from because we have over 270,000 business partners from all over the globe. If this sparks your interest and you want to get away from work, grab that drink, get that snack, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's topic here on Morning Live. Right back to you, Dean.
I don't know how I follow that, Mark. I mean, truly. I mean, that was classic. I'm just Pia from New York, and while I don't have the traditional work, I'm proud to say I'm a proud digital business owner, and so we're going through all of the strategies and tips that we have kind of gathered as we have been doing this work. Um,
Yeah.
because it is another career. It's a career that we've chosen. It's the one that we've chosen, not the one that we kind of slipped and fell into, and then maybe okay. But that there's nothing about that too. Just because you're in a job doesn't mean that that's your whole life. The way that It needs to be. If you need to change, make that change. But by all means, we'll keep your day job, because you need that. You need that still to be going until you make that change that you need to make, right? I think you hear us all, talking about this opportunity. It isn't just to say, hey, jump at this opportunity. But everything like we're talking about, you'll find out why starting late is actually a superpower. Why we called it that, because, it truly is. So, Mark, back to you. Let's go.
Gonna go work, 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 work. There's gonna
Work,
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 work, work.
work, work. Anyway, we right here. We're gonna go work, work, work. We'll have a great time. But this work business, it's gonna get all the way to you. Um, maybe in the future I'm gonna be going to Florida with Jerry, and we're gonna go cruise. Enjoy life. Maybe we're going to Cuba, whatever. But right now, I
Make
want
that
to
clear.
tell you that
I'm enjoying
we
it.
talk about why starting late is actually a superpower. Me, I wait 17 years looking for a part-time job. I'm stuck. I'm stuck with 40 hours a week, start night to weekend. I'm just saying, oh, no, I need a job. I need another job, to help my family. But now, then after that, I'm scrolling to a social media, and then I see these ads, and then I said like, oh, why I'm just stuck? Why I'm just thinking about a part-time job? If there's another solution, this online world, I jumped them right away. I went in there, and then I said like, why I just think this now after 17 years? But my mentor and my coach said, in this business, there's no first, there's no last. Whatever that the leaders that start 5 years, 6 years ago, it's the same training, it's the same solution. And it's the same solution that we're gonna show you once to plug in with us. So let's see. My business partner was take this morning. Let's go to UK.
Yeah, good afternoon, audience watching us. Once again, good afternoon. I see the man, your lovely friend here, Kenneth. We have a wonderful topic that says why starting late is actually a superpower. Yes, of course. Why starting late? Why I call it a superpower? There are reasons we bring out this topic today. When you started something late, it does not mean you have missed a lot, but rather you have what to show up wisdom. Yes, that wisdom you show, you sat down and was like watching this thing. How am I going to do it? And you made up your mind, yes, I am going for this now. Now, but when you go for it, you are no longer chasing what? Cloud. You're no longer chasing, you are not chasing purpose. You're no longer making noise. You are not working according to your time, because you really know what you're looking for. You have sat down and checked, this is what I want, and I want to make sure I achieve this thing. Remember, you started late, but the late to start have given you more reason to be focused, and it gave you clarity instead of what being panic. It makes you to have what patience to know what you're going through instead of what being in a rush or giving excuses. And also it make you to be focused than to have be comparing yourself with other people, because starting late is that give you the time to really observe. And when you observe, you have to look for strategies to make sure you do not make mistake on what to start. And this is what we are discussing in this online business. It doesn't mean whenever you start does not mean that you are late, because you're going to achieve what you want if only you can be consistency, because consistency is the power, consistency is the key, and consistency is what will make you to achieve what you want. And being focused and also having patience, and also starting with clarity than being panic. So starting late is not bad. You have choose what? A good wisdom. You choose wisely, and you have know that nothing will move you out from this thing. This is what I want, and I have to be focused to get what I want to achieve my purpose. Because you believe in yourself that you start late, that makes you already to sit down and reason very well to really get exactly what you want. So in this online business, the most important is not because of when you started, just what you needed was being consistent in whatever you are doing, and that consistency will make you to achieve your goals. So don't feel bad when you did not start. You look at yourself and say, maybe I'm old, I could have started before. No, make the choice now. It is not late, and when you make the choice, you really embrace it and like the choice you make. Back to you, Mark.
No, I like I said, back to you, Mike. All right, let's go. Let's go to Florida.
She needs some coffee. Well, hey, as Dio was saying, but for a long time, many of us were told the same story. If it didn't happen early, maybe it wasn't meant to happen at all. But here's the truth most people never hear. Starting later in life isn't a disadvantage. It is a superpower. Think about everything life has taught us. The wins, the setbacks, the lessons that only come from showing up year after year. And when someone starts a digital business later in life, they don't start empty-handed. They bring experience, patience, perspective, resilience, things no shortcut can replace. And starting later means we know who we are. We're not chasing every shiny thing out there. We're not guessing what we want. We value our time, our flexibility, and our peace in a way that we never did before. And here's the beautiful part. This digital era, which is right now, actually rewards that mindset. This isn't about perfection. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being real, consistent, willing to learn something new, one step at a time, as we've talked about so many times in other lives. Life experience becomes the message. Stories become the connection, and authenticity, that becomes the bridge to others who are quietly thinking in the background, is it too late for me? The answer, no. In fact, this might be the perfect time because starting now means every choice is intentional, every step has purpose, and every small win feels earned. If you've ever felt like life gave you wisdom instead of shortcuts, well, hey, this kind of digital business that was built for someone just like you. You're not early, you're not late, you are right on time. We've been waiting for you. And if you're listening today thinking, I could do this too, that thought didn't just show up by accident. If this message or what we have to say today connects with you, take a moment, sit with that feeling, because curiosity is often the first step towards something new. There's no pressure, no rush, just an open door where we're waiting for you to walk in. We're waiting for when you're ready. For those who want to learn how a digital business like this actually works, well, how everyday life experience becomes the advantage and how people are building something meaningful in the season of life, well, hey, stay connected with us. Drop a comment, send a message, or simply just keep showing up like you're doing now for our live streams. The next step doesn't have to be big. It just has to be intentional. And that's why starting late is good, because we all know what we want. That is intentional. Because starting later isn't a setback. And as Dia said, it's clarity. And sometimes clarity is the most powerful starting point of all. Dia hit it right on the nail. All right, Mark, right back to you.
Yes, thank you, Jerry. All right, let's go. Let's go back to New York. Let's go to upstate.
Oh, well, I'm actually still in Brooklyn. I'm getting ready to go back upstate, but yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Jerry, and the same with Dia. When you start a little later, even though you'll hear the statements "start now," or take that first step, that is definitely still in alignment with okay. It's okay to start later because we're saying that you have more alignment, right? You know what drains you. You know why it matters the most, and you know why you're taking that step that needs to, to occur because you want more for your family, because you want to take more vacations, because you want to slow down, because you want a space, a peace of mind. That's not wasted time, right? You don't need the motivation. What you want is structure because you already know what you want. You don't want chaos, you want systems. You don't want hype, you want sustainability. And it just so happens that, I hate to say it, but this business has that one-on-one mentorship. It has those opportunities for weekly, get-togethers. weekly accountability groups, the business partners who want to see and push you, the opportunities to speak to them daily like we do. Those are all the things. That's not dabbling. That's commitment. That's real commitment that we're making to ourselves and to getting the information out there, getting that brand information out there. It's not a disadvantage. It's actually, I would consider it leverage, right? Because it's all about how, we're not rushing. Like Jerry said, we're already honoring the things that we know. And so when we take this massive step forward or anything like that later in life, it's just aligned because it's a commitment, like you said, we've already decided to make. So why not learn from the opportunities that are being presented to yourself? Because you never know what's going to come from there. And so I think, the biggest reward that always comes from it is that just because you started late didn't mean you failed anything. You're a little bit more prepared in life. And you see things differently. Again, it's coming with a different perspective. You feel differently. You want things more. And that's probably why you can go faster, because you know exactly what it is. You cut through all this other noise and you just focus, right? And it's not pressure, like we keep saying, it's alignment. And so the moment, we do that, and I think that's the biggest takeaway for me. It is really all about being aligned with what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and being aligned with people in that same type of environment and community who will only push you forward to see you succeed, for yourself to know that you are succeeding. Because I think I keep hearing the quote, the fastest way to destroy a big dream is to introduce it to a little mind. And so, I mean, you're in a community that of like-minded individuals who are just wanting to see you thrive because we're all wanting the same type of thing. We're not gatekeeping any information. It's free for you to, make that choice and do what you need to do. And so that's why I think starting late is not a bad thing at all, because you're right on time. You're making that choice and the decision for you in the direction that you need to go. And so, Mark, back to you.
Yeah, that's really true. Maybe you're thinking like, oh, it's like almost end of the year now. I don't want to start anything. I don't want to change anything because maybe you're so much busy wrapping up gifts. You're busy at work. It's end of the year. A lot of Christmas party. But let me tell you the truth. If you started now, by 2026, you're ready setting up in this, ready to go with the business. You're going to your work, you're running a business, and spending more time with your family. You can do everything. You can do that. So plug in right now. Like I said, in the life, you can fly, you can walk, you can run, but just you have to keep going. Look up yourself and say, do you want some changes? Maybe you said, oh no, I've been working for a long time. Maybe I'm too old. No, you're not. If you want some changes, you want a twist in your life, do this little step. Little step, big action. It's the same thing. So check it out with us. And if you were listening this one or you see this late, please comment what's your location. So we want to see how is this video going forward. And reach out with us. We here. We love to share a blessing. So that's it for now. See you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Have fun at work.
Yeah.
Walk.